Well, it was a close one across the street. The San Diego Padres, they rolled into town unblemished. Nothing but perfection all season long, and the Cubs said not on our watch. Specifically, that man right there, the throwing philosopher. And his philosophy today was throw it where they cannot hit it. And boy, oh boy, was that philosophy ironclad. 7 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned. And we're going to talk about the throwing philosopher and everything that he was able to do today. 7 1/3, 4 hits, just 1 thin earned run, and 0 free passes. He certainly whittled down on that. But what we saw in Japan.
Yeah, he's not going to walk you. It's just what he does not do. And, you know, when you talk about face him, he hides the ball so well. We always talk about that. Well, at least me now is talking about this perceived velocity and how his ball gets up on these hitters. It's just fun to watch him go about his business. You know, he gets into those runs where he'll strike out 3, 4 in a row, even though he might get into a count that's favorable for the, you know, for the hitter. He is going to make a pitch to get himself back into that bat and put you away. I mean, he was phenomenal today. Yeah.
When you were walking out for your bullpen to throw some pitches before the game, describe the feeling that the fans gave you that reception.
まずこのリグレーに帰ってきたなと実感しましたし、僕2年目ですけども、そういう選手に声援を送ってくれてすごく感謝してます。
What has stood out to you about the offense so far this season?
本当にどっからでも点が取れますし、ヒットが出なくても。今日みたいに点数が入るんで、すごく心強いです。
Thank you.
Finding a way to score to support Shota Imanaga. That was the blueprint today, and the efficiency from Shota Imanaga, at least 26 batters faced, 20 of them saw first pitch strike.
Yeah, and back to Cliff's point of the no walk. So in 17 career starts at Wrigley, 114 strikeouts, 12 walks.
That's pretty good. As I do the air math, that's as solid as it comes. But just the fact that fastball, even though it's lower half of the 90s, it has that appearance that it gets up on you a whole lot quicker, and it sometimes seems as if it's 96 to 97 miles an hour when it's really only 92, 93.
Yeah, but what we always talk about is where the location of his fastballs are. You said in our pregame, you said when it's up, get it up, right? It's not about getting it up in the zone where it's hittable, but he's putting it in spots where it looks hittable, but it's not.
And even late, he was going up, and then Padres hitters were chasing it.
Yeah.
And so he just kept kind of climbing the ladder, and it was working to his favor, because especially when he has the splitter down, and then both are working.
Good luck.
And then they're late in the game, in hit mode, trying to make contact. You can really bait them, and that's what he did later in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, you go a full major league season, and if people have, you know, it's just a good pitcher. So he's making pitches. And that's what it's about. And he makes pitch, and then he makes another pitch, and he makes another pitch, and you know, he doesn't make mistakes. And that's a pretty good formula.
You go 7 innings, even once for a starter nowadays is
Yeah.
rare. You've done it twice already in 3 starts. How important is that just for this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, one, it means you're getting a heck of an effort. There's obviously some residual effects for your bullpen. You know, you're putting this deep into the game and kind of getting to this right place in the bullpen. So, you know, he's had his last 2. I mean, all 3 starts have been awesome, and he's off to a great start. And you know, I thought he pitched just really, really well today. Again, just again, just throwing quality pitches after quality pitch, and that makes it tough on the other team.
It sounded great, and it's a 3-1 lead, and we know the Cubs were in search of their first win with 3 or fewer runs, and Shota, he would keep him in nice position. Machado, Jackson Merrill, see you later, Yuli Gurriel. They say age is nothing but a number, but when you're 40 years old, the hands are a little slow.
I love that.
A tad bit.
I love that one.
How about Brandon Lockridge? Grounds this one to first. Shota, his day was absolutely marvelous. That's what Fernando would say. 7 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned, 0 walks, and the 1 miscue on that long ball.
I mean, I have to ask you about this atmosphere. First W at Wrigley Field. Describe this.
It's good to hear that song again. It's pretty special.
Shota Imanaga has been phenomenal since coming over here, but longest appearance of his career today. What did you see that made him so efficient and effective?
I mean, he just did a really good job filling up the strike zone. Like I said, walks today are what hurt you, and he didn't do that. He attacked the zone, made them put the ball in play, and let the defense work for him.
Thank you, Ian. Cool.
PCA, he's thinking about Shota and his whale of a day.
I mean, I think he got himself into, or I don't know about getting himself into, but I think he was in a couple of tighter situations and made the right pitch. We made the right play, and I feel like you tend to see that a lot with Show. It's always pretty clean baseball. It's rarely that hard of contact regularly or anything like that. So I say it a lot, but Shota just gives us a chance to make plays, and I think that we have a really good team for that. So Shota did what Shota does. He got us involved, and that's all we can kind of really ask for from him.
You had big catch and seeing Shota acknowledge that. How did it feel?
I mean, Shota's arguably the most gracious, respectful person I've ever come across. So he always makes sure to thank us, but don't know if that's completely necessary. He's out there busting his balls and I mean, making all these 5, 6, 7 inning outings for all of us, just like we're making plays for him. So I love getting acknowledgement from him, but I love making plays for him even more.
You got to hand them their first loss.
That was their first loss? They were also undefeated? Sorry. I mean, yeah, it's a good ball club. I've really enjoyed playing against them over the last couple of years, so it always feels good to get a win like that, but that's what you're going to get when Shota's on the mound.
You're getting a taste of what Imanaga can do on a couple starts now. What stands out to you about the way that he attacks and is able to work through lineups?
Yeah, I mean, obviously last year I think he had a really good year, and he's continued that so far this year. I mean, I don't think I was able to. He didn't pitch against us last year, so I was only seeing like the highlights and everything online, which I mean it was basically every time he went out. So I mean, he's done a phenomenal job ever since he's come over here.
What do you see behind Shota today?
A lot of attacking the zone, a lot of mixing when he needed to, but really trusting his stuff. He doesn't always try to trick guys. Like he has a good fastball, he has a good splitter, and he attacks guys with it. And he throws a lot of strikes. And as you see in a windy, cold day, strikes wins games.
Imanaga today.
Yeah, Imanaga was good. Pitches through strikes, didn't hurt himself. Made quality pitches when he had to. Thought the swings were good. Maldy got him. Had a good approach. Toddy with some good swings. Jackson, but he did a nice job.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。